What is up, everybody? I am Get Flanked, and in today's video we're going to bring back an old series on the channel. It is what would you do in this situation? You guys have been requesting it like crazy. I've actually had this clip that we're going to go over saved for a long time to do exactly this, but I just never got around to making this video. So we're going to bring back the what would you do in this situation series. I think I need to come up with a new name. That's a mouthful, isn't it? And not very catchy. So we'll work on the name, but this is something that I do want to bring back on the channel because it's a lot of fun to make these videos and you guys seem to really enjoy them. Now, since it's been a while, let me explain the concept with this series first of all. And I think the best way of describing what I hope to achieve with this series is just to present different situations to players and to go over my thought process in that situation. Sometimes the clip you're going to see is me doing something good. Sometimes the clip you're going to see is me doing bad. The goal is really to just give players a different perspective, which I think is one of the most powerful things that you can do in this game to improve, is to try to remove yourself from the mindset that you normally have in the game and see the mindset that other players have. So you're going to get my mindset, but also more powerful than that, you're also going to get the mindset of people who watch this video. If you're watching, please provide comments down below with your thought process in this situation. How would you normally handle this situation? How do you analyze this situation? The idea really with this series is to get input from everybody so that we can all, gather different perspectives and really open up our minds and think outside the box compared to what we normally would do. So that's what this series is about. Let me explain what it definitely isn't about. It's not about me saying, look at me, I'm so good. Look at how I handle this situation. I'm so smart. This is exactly what you do. That's not what I'm trying to do here at all. And if you follow my channel for a while, you know that that's not really my mindset when it comes to this game or my skill, in all honesty. So I do think that what we're going to go over in these videos is something that can help the beginning to average player, again, get a different mindset. But I don't ever want to come across like I know perfectly what to do and that you should listen to me. Again, at the end of the day, this is about input from the entire community, not just me. Okay, with that stuff all out of the way, let's get into the clip that we are going to go over. And it's on the screen right now. You can see we're playing on Bank, and we are defending the Archives objective. I'm playing as Jaeger. The score is tied 2-2, and I go off site and hide in a deep, dark corner. And I know, I've told you guys not to do this. This is an old clip, first of all, and just ignore that part, okay? We're going to ignore the part about me standing in the lobby and doing something that I told you guys not to do, okay? The part of this clip that I actually do want to break down is coming up right now, okay? About a minute has gone by in the round, and you can see that my teammates are starting to die, and the enemies are starting to take control of the top floor. And I'm going to start moving out of my deep, dark corner, and I want to discuss this decision right here. What do you do now, okay? And there's lots of possibilities. I mean, the possibilities of what I could actually do right now are endless. So let's simplify it by breaking it down into two different decisions, okay? Do I, in this situation, go and attack them on the top floor and try to take that control back? Or do I go into the objective and turtle up and just kind of hold the objective down until the end of the round? I'm going to let the round play here. You'll see my decision, and then we'll come back and talk about my thought process here.
Took stock right now in the hallway. Dude, I should have checked the Valcam. Fuse is in stock. Fuse is in stock. Ash's box.
They're above.
Careful, careful. She has it.
Sledge.
Ash is still playing.
Yeah, they're above.
Oh, this guy's dead. Never mind. He's above. He's above, man. Careful. She's in the.
Oh, she's pushing down the stairs.
No, she's not.
There's a fuser up here. There's a fuser
Top of the stairs.
She's top of the stairs right now.
Which
Pushing down the
stairs?
side.
Which stairs?
Square.
Box. Damn. I would have waited on that though. Or C4 from bottom. Ash is still top of square. She dropped. Top of hatch right now.
I'm gonna come up. I'm gonna come up.
Okay, yep,
Coming
I
up
have the
with you.
fuser up here.
I'm 13 health.
Oh yeah, you're good, man. Yeah, she's gonna go
Dead
on
body.
site. I think she's on site too.
Probably is.
Yeah, she is by windows in archives.
Check my main lobby, Evil Eye.
Yeah, I got it.
She's rotating up spiral, it sounds like.
I think so. I'll let you
Can't
guys
see
know.
her.
She's not out here.
She's in tellers right now. Pillars.
Alright, now she's open.
Gonna push up. Gonna push up spiral stairs.
Right up, sorry,
Pushing
right
up.
now. Right now. She's
the
up
top
top
now.
now.
Friendly victorious. Hostiles eliminated.
Okay, so clearly I decided to go take the fight to them, and it's really easy to look at that clip and say all's well that ends well. You know, it definitely, we won the round, I got some kills, so that was clearly the right decision. But I want to talk a little bit more about why I do feel like that's the right decision. Even if I go up there and I die to that sledge, you know, I don't even get a kill, I do feel like that's the right decision. And there's a couple reasons why. First of all, I'm a Jaeger. I'm a 3-speed with a good gun. That's kind of my job, is to, try to, resist the enemy throughout the entire round, not hide in a deep, dark corner, not anchor on sight. I need to, if I'm playing that role, I need to be somebody who's resisting and who is, making life miserable for the attackers, not just at the end of the round when they're trying to push sight, but the entire round. And I didn't do a good job of that for the first minute by hiding in a deep, dark corner. So I needed to go upstairs and try and pull something off later in the round. Another reason that I feel like that was the right decision is because of the objective we were playing. It's Archives, and as everybody knows, the entire ceiling of Archives, that objective, is pretty much soft. And if you saw there, I killed a sledge and a fuse. Those two operators, if we would have just let them be up there, would have made life really difficult on site. If they actually play it well, they probably would have killed me. So if I would have gone to site instead of going upstairs, that fuse has 3 cluster charges he could have used on us with the sledge opening everything up, and I probably would have been a pretty easy kill, and they would have won the round. So yeah, that's also part of it. And I don't know that I necessarily knew that they had a fuse and a sledge, but I did know what objective we were playing. And the fact that they're so aggressively trying to take top floor means that they probably do have somebody with at least some soft destruction. They're going to try and open up that ceiling. So that definitely did go across my mind, and that was part of my thought process and taking the fight to them up there instead of going back to site. The third reason that I want to mention, and this is a little bit more ambiguous, okay? We don't really know if this played a factor or not, but I do want to say that I think that there is some strength to late flanks. And that wasn't necessarily that late. I mean, there was still 2 minutes left in the round, but the idea there is that they probably already droned out the top floor as they were pushing. They picked up a couple kills, so maybe they're starting to make calls like, hey, top floor is clear. So me coming up at that point is coming with an element of surprise. You know, they never droned me out. They never knew where I was. And I'm not there in the beginning of the round. So there's that element as well. And, if you think about it, I could have accomplished that same thing from rotating out the site. I didn't need to be in that deep, dark corner of the main lobby the entire beginning of the round. If I would have been in sight and tried that late rotate out main lobby up the red spiral stairs, I would have had the same effect. So that's another aspect of it, just kind of waiting for them to drone out where they want to go, and then coming into that area later in the round is something that's really strong. So that was really my thought process with making that decision, but it's not easy for me. And there might be some of you guys who are watching this and saying that's an obvious decision, but this is something that I struggle with and something that I've been working on for a long time now, if you've been watching the channel, and that is me taking the fight to the enemies and resisting and not relying on the element of surprise. This is something like that, my nature in this situation a lot of times is to say, okay, let's just go to site and protect the site. They clearly have top floor control. We'll go to site and see if we can just anchor down and win the round that way. And I've realized over time playing this game that that's not the best attitude to take. And I'm not here to say that there's never a time that it's not okay to anchor as Jaeger, or that there's never a time as a roamer to come back to site and play conservative. There are certainly times where that's appropriate, but with 2 minutes left in the round on this objective, I don't feel like that's one of those times. And so for me, this is a big part of what I've been working on for a long time, is trying to be more aggressive in these situations. And yeah, I mean, they may have, even if they would have droned me out and known that I was coming, I think this is something that I still have to do. So that's why I wanted to use this clip for the What Would You Do series. I thought it was important to show this. Again, it might be a little basic for a lot of you guys out there. This might be a little bit of a beginner to, very low intermediate type of tip video, but it's something that I think that a lot of players struggle with. I really do. So hopefully this helps you. I'm really excited to look through the comments and see what kind of input you guys had down there. I'll be reading through all that, and make sure you do as well. Again, probably the most valuable aspect of these videos is the input that you get from the community, not just from me. So I'll be excited to read through all that. I'm excited to bring this series back, guys. If you enjoyed this, please make sure that you like and subscribe, and I'll have more coming your way here soon.